Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Pure Black Dope Podcast, and you are here with your host, Taj AlexandHer, the Holy Trinity of Hip Hop. And to my left, we have.
Webb Primo, the short side shorty.
Short Side.
Psychedelic Sam in the building.
Yeah, welcome, people. We are here, and we are going to talk a little bit about why ignorance is life threatening. Now, the reason why we chose this subject is because we noticed that these kids is running wild out here, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't necessarily understand the importance of fatherhood, right? I feel like the men, it kind of goes back into our last episode a little bit when we was talking about the importance of men in the family, right? So today, right, I heard a story, and I have a partner. I think he's in this building. He ran into a situation where he was getting cussed out by 15, 16, and 17 year olds. 15, 16, and 17 year olds cussing out a grown man. Now, I hear this a lot on Facebook. I got a guy, he's always talking about how parents are not taking ownership of their kids, and it's kind of disturbing. So, I want to get y'all's opinion on what's going on out here with these kids. What do you think is the issue, the biggest issue?
I think the biggest issue is motherfuckers is staying in the house all day, every day now. They don't nobody go outside and play and get their ass whooped no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talking. These kids got a lot of fucking mouth. I mean, I'm like, damn. Like, I ask a kid, like, can you pick that up real quick? Like, fuck you. I'm like, damn, why'd it go right there already? Like, damn, I'm just asking you a question. Can you do that? You can say no. I'll accept that before you say fuck you. Like, now I'm questioning what I'm going to do next. You know what I mean? Like,
You gonna choke a kid up?
man, some of these kids don't even look like kids. You know what I mean? Some of these kids look like grown ass men, and they gonna get they soul snatched. You know what I mean? Mess with the wrong one. I think that these kids they growing up the wrong way. They too fast. They be 12 years old. You know what I mean? They got cell phones. Got all the shit that an adult would have. Like they paying some damn bills. You know what I mean? And it's just my issue is the lack of intelligence with a lot of the youth. I know I wasn't the smartest 15-year-old, but like I damn sure could survive. You know what I'm saying? These kids can't survive. They need a straight dependence. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think a lot of times you're noticing, this is my opinion on it, that mothers are the ones in the house. So it's just like a single mother house, and it's like they're raising these men or they're raising these boys, and there's a lot of traits that come from the mother, the way they speak, the way they're yelling, the way, just anything, just the anger that's built up inside of it, and a lot of times the kids are putting that out into society. So it's like really a cry for them, needing that mentors and like more mentors in the schools, and like the fathers. Like a lot of these fathers, again, are raised by women. That's my opinion. They're raised by women, and they're not stepping up because a lot of the women look at the men. I know from one of my experiences is I went to my situation. I went to my son's father's mother and was like, he's not helping. Well, I did it on my own. You know what I mean? So that kind of justified him. Like, my mom did it on her own, so and it's like a repeating cycle, and it just keeps going on and on. So I really feel like it's a lot to do with what's going on in the house.
It sounds like that independent woman chant. All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
That shit backfiring like a motherfucker.
It's backfiring. And it's like really, again, the ignorance of us.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with being independent, but if you do have a child, it probably is best for you to have a male figure in that household. It don't have to be, you know what I mean? I've seen it go down without it, but
But this a lot of guys are picking up the women's traits when it comes to, like you said, they're talking back, they're arguing.
Yeah.
And back in the day, who do you know was the one who talked back and argue and raise hell? It'd be the mom, right? When she'll go crazy on the kids. So if she's the only one in the home raising a young boy and he's looking up and that's all he sees, and then on top of that he sees the mom dyeing her hair, uh, you know, dressing up real feminine. If you notice, all these kids got all these long dreads and they got the tips dyed in different colors, pink. I done seen all kinds of colors.
I seen a nigga with wearing nail polish the other day. Shocked the hell out of me. Nigga look gangster.
He looked gangster.
He looked gangster until I seen that shit, and everything was like this nigga. What
It,
the fuck?
it denounces credibility a little
Yeah.
bit. I understand. But listen, I want to know what is going on with these fathers then, because if the kids are being raised without the fathers, then where the hell are these fathers?
I think these fathers, a lot of the fathers have been babied by their mothers, where responsibility is not a thing. If you noticed, and again, I can speak on my experiences and just the different people that I run into. A lot of times you see the boys living at home with their moms for a period of time, but you see the moms kind of pushing the daughters out there to be independent.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, that's destroying our community as far as men, because it's like they are out here and they're relying on a woman, because the mother this is her house. So they're relying on the mother and they're relying on the woman for things, and when they get out here on their own, they're not getting their own. They're going back into that nesting of getting a woman that's
Taking care
of them. So it's a never-ending cycle until we start looking outside of the box and really, really doing some like hard work within. Like, it's gonna be a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, that is heavy.
It's heavy shit.
And I know a lot of people a lot of women and a lot of girls say the same thing. They say that they've been raised to be, go get your education, go get your own spot, don't depend on no man, go do your own thing and just be all you could be in a sense. They the new army, you know what I'm saying? And the men
But that's destroying us as well.
that's destroying the women as
I
well.
believe it's destroying the women as well, because women are easy to belittle men because they look at it like they don't need them. So you're belittling the man. And let's take it way back into some educational shit. Back in the day, when they brought Section 8, and there was no man allowed in the household. So, you know what I mean? If you found out a man was living in the household, they couldn't get
They
Section 8.
take your Section 8 away.
That's on some real shit. So it's like literally we're seeing stuff come out in the light, and it's like everybody's being blind to it and just not trying to figure out what's truly going on.
Definitely was a agenda.
Yeah.
They definitely target the toughest looking black guy. Just to say that there's not a lot of black families with black fathers in their house.
Yeah.
But they target a lot of those strong looking black guys and just fucked with them until they can get them a prison sentence that was lengthy enough for them to never see their kids grow or be able to raise them. And I see that. I'm thankful, that I actually had a father in the household. He had a job. I ain't never seen him
Did you see
smoke
him?
nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen him do anything but drink. You know what I'm saying? And he played the role of a father very well. Me and my brother, we probably only we and another guy, we probably were the only ones that had fathers on the block, for real. And every one of my friends love my dad like they own. You know what I'm saying? So
Shout out to all the real fathers out there.
Shout him out.
All the fathers out there doing their thing, like the man on Boys in the Hood when he took his son in. I was listening to something earlier and it was talking about how that little scene when the mom, the boy, he was fighting on Boys in the Hood, and then he signed an agreement that he was gonna go live with his father, and they were talking about how the one scene where what's his name, Trey, he was scooping up the leaves or something. Then his friends came over there and they like, yo, Trey, what you doing? Come on, play with us. And then his father just basically stopped him, and he's like, yeah, I know you want to go play with your friends, but I'm teaching you responsibility, and you'll see where they end up later, and you see where they ended up. But they were also making the I guess a hypothesis or whatever, saying that, what if he took the little kids in, went out of his comfort zone, took them other little kids in, and basically played a father role to them.
He had a lot of shit missing out of his house.
He would
Can't
have
trust everybody. All them sticky fingers. No. Fuck that.
Yeah, but he could have had them all raking the leaves, but I'm wondering if they was like too far gone. They probably was too far gone to even take any direction from him. But I wonder if I noticed that with my son. When I get around his friends, like they gravitate towards me. They just
They
like,
need that love.
yeah,
That father, that role.
yeah, it's really interesting. A lot of, I don't know what's going on with the dads out here, man,
They're
and
either on drugs
Or taken away.
or taken away.
on drugs.
Drugs is a big thing because that's a coping mechanism for a lot of people. Again, it's hard out here, and like some become a product of our environment. So it's like selling drugs, getting used to the drug life. Then you start doing the drugs. Then you start, and it's like it's a cycle, and that's an escape mechanism. When reality hits you, and you looking around, and you live in Baltimore, you looking around like. This the shit I have to come home to every day, or this is what I'm seeing every day.
Yeah.
That's
I work
drugs
in East
in America.
Baltimore.
That's drugs in America.
They be having the big dopamine like.
It's like a
so
game.
far.
It's like a game. You ride by, you see one halfway about to fall over.
Yeah.
You blow that horn. It's
They
like
wake
straight
right
up,
up.
right? Man, it's heavy out here, man.
It is.
The drug game is heavy, man, and sometimes I'm caught in between the loop because I done dabbled a little bit in my past, and now I'm trying to fly like super straight, but it's kind of hard because I feel like a lot of the black men in the community, people don't really look up to black men who are trying to fly straight. They look up to the dope boys. They look up to the dudes who are all flashy and fly.
Like lame or something.
Yeah. Like somebody tried. I see a lot of people. They online and say, "Hey, I got the job." You get 1,000 likes.
Mm-hmm.
If I say, "Hey, I just started a new business," I might get 30 likes.
Yeah.
This nigga
This
think
nigga think he's tough. I don't really understand
I
the
get that.
mentality.
Yeah, I don't have no kids.
Hmm.
I can announce that, and niggas will be like, "Oh, he ain't get no pussy," which is not factual.
Right.
I just know how to pull out or I use a
Just
condom.
responsible.
Yeah. It don't have nothing to do with my, my game for real.
Your lack of game.
Yeah, I can go and get it.
Yeah.
Might get yours, but I'm just saying, like, that's you get turned into a clown quickly when you're doing something that's not normal.
Yeah. I feel like black men are dealt a heavy
Y'all
card,
are
man.
a heavy card. Heavy card. And, a lot of women we see put you guys down. A lot of black women put y'all down. And I think it's the ignorance of them not understanding, y'all had it hard. If we go back to slavery and stuff like that, y'all was the ones that was out there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What do y'all think about that whole mentality where women, they say things like, I don't need a man ain't nothing, or they'll say something like, oh, you can't handle a strong woman. Like, my thing is, I don't want a strong woman. I might as well get a man if I want a strong, you know what I'm saying? I might as well get a man, you know what I'm saying? But I want my woman to be a woman.
I feel like that's what society has pushed on us as women, is to be independent and to be strong. And, I think that it's destroying us.
Yeah.
Because who wants a strong, like, if you don't need me, what is the purpose?
Yeah.
What is the purpose? And I tell people all the time, is like, you have to create whoever you are, your own identity. And whoever comes along, your soulmate, your person that, that person is going to add to that. Not what, it's like, it's a dual ship, so.
Yeah, it's what do you say? They call it sexual polarity. Like you got the masculine, and you got the feminine,
Yeah.
like the yin and the yang. You can't have the yin and the yin or the yang and the yang.
Yeah.
It's just it's imbalanced. So I feel like people don't really know the essence of the man anymore. They don't really know the essence of the woman anymore because they say women are basically dominating in education and they're dominating in the black neighborhood. If I can think about how remember the nanny, like the nanny type woman. Like I remember the woman off of Gone with the Wind. Like you ever seen that movie, Gone with the
Mm-hmm.
Wind, with the nanny woman? What's her name?
Oh,
Mamie or Mammy or something
yeah,
like that.
Mammy.
Mammy, but she was dominant.
She
Like
was the first black actress or actor to win an Oscar, I think.
yeah, but that I feel like that stereotype of woman and the Medea stereotype of woman
Oh
is
yeah.
is a really kind of toxic. What's up, Sam?
Yeah, that's some shit. That's some other shit. I hate that people even support it.
Yeah, Medea got a prostate.
They got some issues.
Um,
That's some I hate people even support it. Y'all saw with the Medea, the guy that Shanae or whatever his name is.
Talking
Y'all
about
know?
Martin,
No, the guy that like wears the wigs and stuff.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tyler Perry, but like there's a person that's in his plays now that got famous off of Instagram, and he had like the
Oh.
short, like in the lipstick and stuff.
Oh, it must be
it's
somebody
like a
new.
fanboy or
And
something.
yeah,
Okay.
like now he's in the movies playing the little girl that used to be the little girl that turned into a guy. Like it's disgusting. What are you telling these people? Like what are you literally? Like what kind of morals are you supporting? And it's like Tyler Perry's huge.
What I think is normalizing. That's what they doing. Cause that's what they did. If you notice, what they were trying to do was normalize paranormal shit. Remember when they came out with
All
Blair
those
Witch,
paranormal
all these
activities.
documentary type of movies? They wanted to normalize the paranormal activity type shit, and it did. Cause after the sixth one, I wasn't scared of shit no more. Like that first one, I remember watching the first one, going home and sleeping with all the lights on. You know what I mean?
Which you talking about the paranormal?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was scared as hell.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I saw it in the movie theater.
nigga, I was high.
Yeah, it hit you hard.
Yeah, I'm hearing you know what I mean? Like I'm hearing shit like normal shit, like the the motor start running. That shit happens all the time. That shit scared the hell out of me. Cause I noticed it. Like,
Yeah, man. And all this what they call it, propaganda. A lot of people don't even know that all this stuff that's in the theaters and all this stuff on the TV. Well, who watches TV anymore? Y'all still watch TV?
Tells lies to your vision. Television.
Oh snap! She broke it down, didn't she?
Television. Tells lies to your
Television.
vision.
Good God.
well, you can say that, but then they say now you can't believe everything that's on the internet. There's certain things you can believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's what people are consuming every single day. People and what you
It's a
consume
distraction.
is who you are.
The
You'll become
revolution
that.
will
You'll start
not
to
be
believe it.
televised. Don't look for it there.
The revolution will not be televised.
For real. For real. it won't.
Man.
They killed a lot of people.
But listen, fam. On that note, we are going to take a little break. You are listening to the Pure Black Dope Podcast with Taj, Webb, and Sam, and we'll be right back.
Tashi. Hey, let me exercise my Second Amendment. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. They criticized and put the gun on my head. They said, off with his head, then they left me for dead. Dirty rumors cause I had a run into the feds. And they ain't even know the facts, still you ate what they fed. Had me feeling so numb, so betrayed, so cray. Had me feeling so dumb cause they slayed my name. Yo, when you're so young and you're so underpaid, what you think you're gonna do when surrounded by cocaine? And I ain't know what I was doing. They was talking street and at the time I was influenced. I thought I was the truest, till I landed in the sewage. All it takes is one influence to realize you're only human. Ooh, damn, I felt so foolish. I was used to giving Cupid to Cupid, had me diluted. Still I run my motor like I live in Detroit, cause now my voice is my weapon of choice. Now rejoice, you feel me? I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. They criticized and said that I was too small, and they ain't even have a reason at all. And I believed in it all, made me feel I wasn't worthy at all. And that's the reason why I quit football. Hold on, man, and plus the money called back and forth to the mall. Me driving my nigga Paul, how the hell did we fall? Had potential to be the stars, and I just wanted the cars and the bras, get in they drawers and be out by the morning. Back then I didn't see the bigger picture. Too busy getting high like every day was sipping liquor. Like every other day was feeling low and feeling bitter. And I blamed it on the fact I didn't have no father figure. Ooh, drowning in the pool with the fools and the mules. Take a walk in my shoes. Still I run my motor like I live in Detroit, cause now my voice is my weapon of choice. Now rejoice, you feel me? I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. They criticized and said that I wasn't shit, but every day them bitches wanted to dig. Yeah, I never been the type who wanted to trick, but still my treats kept my phone so lit. Listen, didn't know how to whip the soda, was no Casanova, but the pressure made me colder, turned me to a cobra, twisted just like some yoga, felt cheap as a quarter. Here I give the vivid pic so you can smell the aroma. Sniff, take a hit, take a sip. Honestly, I ain't know what to do without the piff. And honestly, sometimes I take a sip to escape, especially after work when I have a hard day. Hey, cause in my heart I am the boss. Can't tell me what to do, cause on this field I'm Randy Moss. Still I run my motor like I live in Detroit, cause now my voice is my weapon of choice. Now rejoice, you feel me? I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I'm stepping by my lonely, I got my weapon on me. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie. I got my weapon on me, like that's my only homie.
Take a chance and you see.
Hey, we are back with the Pure Dope Black Podcast. It's Taj, Webb, and Sam in here, and we were talking about how ignorance is life threatening. And like speaking of black dope, what is going on with all these youngins on this, on this dope? And I say dope, not saying weed, because I know they used to call weed dope. Like, I never understood that. Like, are you smoking dope? Like, nah.
My friend gets high and she says she's high. She gets drunk and she says she's high. She's old school though. She's like, I'm high. I'm like, shut up, stop.
Yeah, shit. I don't understand that.
Yeah, she's drunk, but
she's drunk, but she's like, I'm high. And she says it so loud. It's like we're in a restaurant. She's old school. Shout out to Gwenny.
That's an old ass name.
That is an old name.
Shout out to Gwenny.
Shout outs to Gwenny and her AARP.
Hey,
Gwenny, I love you, baby.
man. Hey, Gwendy, don't come at my throat. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry. But listen, man, I know a lot of dudes be coming out the closet and they be on dope, yo. Like really
Like
on
the
dope.
lean type dope, or
Like,
like
but what is it
Dope
lean
is-
though?
I feel like that's
Dope is
it makes you lean, it makes you dope.
lean is promethazine and what else?
Sprite,
Codeine.
codeine, promethazine, Sprite.
If you mix it with
That's all
Sprite.
heroin, right?
But yeah,
Types
it's
of
all
It's like a liquid.
yeah,
version.
liquid heroin. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of guys is on different stuff now. I was talking to this woman. She used to get high back in the 70s, and they used to get high, right? But they used to do it all in fun. And she was telling me how back then that they would just pass you shit, and you would just take whatever they pass you, and they would be good. Like it wasn't no like bad trips. It wasn't no just crazy stuff happening like now. She's like, now it's just dangerous. She's like, with fentanyl,
and
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
with all that stuff. And
You
I,
definitely gotta be careful what you're getting.
Yeah, if I was out back in the 70s and 80s, I'd definitely be a cokehead, yo.
you would be a cokehead if you was back in the
I would be
70s.
sniffing that shit every day, yo.
That's fine.
Another Quaalude.
I would be on Quaaludes.
She love me in the morning.
Cause we didn't know nothing back then. Like now, we grew up in the Dare era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that.
We grew up in
I
Dare.
remember that.
Officer Hightower. I remember him.
Yeah.
Officer Hightower used to
Yeah.
come through, talk to us
I don't
about
think they have.
Dare.
Do they have that in the schools anymore?
Nope.
Wow, that was definitely kind of freaked you out though. You know what I mean? Like talking to. And they remember they put the glasses on, you drunk or something.
Yeah,
I
for
remember
sure.
the cold shoulder. The cold shoulder. Let them know. Just say no and give them the
The
cold,
cold
shoulder.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a program against drugs. But now, and back then, you didn't really hear any rappers talk about they was on drugs. Most of them,
Weed.
they was talking about getting high off weed, or they was talking about women, or just issues. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really talking about doing drugs and popping perks. I hear every song now somebody's talking about popping a perk or doing a Xan or something like that. Ain't it a rapper named Lil Xan or something?
Yeah.
Lil Xan, right? So you hearing all this stuff.
He got Z's tattooed on him, like he's sleeping.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
And-
Sad.
But the kids are hearing all this stuff. Maybe, and this is
And it's
what's
a
wrong with it.
frequency thing too. You know, it's a low frequency.
What you mean?
So when you deal with music, which y'all should know, y'all know about music,
That frequency.
it's like if you look at like who's engineering these music and like the speaking on what they're actually speaking on too, it's putting someone in a low frequency, so a low vibration.
Like a
And
trance.
once you put someone in a low vibration, you can feed them whatever you want to feed them.
I think X was talking about that. XXX.
I
How you say his
love
name?
him. XX Tentacion.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to him. Rest in peace, baby. We have the same birthday. That's my baby.
But he was putting out some good music and some good content, and then, he just got offed, which is sad. But
Yeah.
it's crazy how all the guys who start to come out and talk about certain stuff, they just start to disappear.
Yeah, I mean, because they have a larger following base, and a lot of people listen to that.
A lot of these niggas not getting shot over dumb shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it ain't even like they getting set up. Like the man don't even have to plot on you no more. He already got your little friends or enemies back at your hood
Yeah.
that's ready to rob you soon as you know what I mean. Soon as you come up.
And that's crazy, man. Imagine that. Imagine you growing up with certain people all your life, and then next thing you know, you turn around and this dude get envious, want to rob you, want to kill you. Like that's
because
tough, man.
We're coming from a generation or environments that doesn't see success. You know what I mean? Like their success is becoming a rapper, becoming a basketball player. So if you're one out of that millions of people that are in your town, come on. You know what I mean? It's like that mindset, that drive that's gonna make that hunger that's gonna make you envious.
Yeah,
It's sad.
What y'all think about that too? I'm glad you brought that up because it's a whole culture of, raise black boys to be either basketball players, football players, or rappers. It's all in that
Dude,
tribe.
yeah.
They not raising them to be nothing else. No doctors, no lawyers, no scientists, no architects, none of that. It's just hit it big. hit it big on that. But a lot of doctors and architects get rich.
Right.
I think it's definitely big on the sports thing. Like I at the school that I work at, it's a kid there who's just big for his age, and his father got him on this team, the football team or whatever, basketball team, thinking he a meal ticket. Like, let him slide, he get F's and shit. Let him slide on all of that shit, like because he think he a meal ticket. The whole rap thing, yo, I think that's different. I think that's more so just watered down from social media over the years. Because I swear, when that nigga Soulja Boy, and shout out to him, like he really worked hard.
I feel like he opened up a lot.
But he was on MySpace 24/7, recording everything. Like he was driving. Like he was when he did that, he opened up doors for everybody to follow their dream of becoming a poet or whatever. And
it's definitely an art to it.
yeah,
That people are lacking a lot of times.
and I think that because in my house, nobody ever wanted me to be no rapper or nothing like that, stuff. But like they did put in my head, like, you can be a lawyer as smart as you are, you can be a doctor as smart as you are, and my vocabulary is high, so that's why I'm fucking nasty on the microphone.
This guy's a genius, I'm telling you.
So Taj, let me ask you. So knowing you were into like the music and stuff growing up, did your family push you into it?
You want to know something? No, my family didn't push me. They actually killed my dream. And it was like, I think when I was about 16, that's when I really started to get into it. And then I got sent away. When I got sent away, I had some time. I started to write. I started to rap. Came back. I was battling people and all this crap. So I was thinking that I was going to take this somewhere because I was nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I wasn't that nice to some people, I was going to get nice. So I went to my peoples and was like, yo, I'm trying to rap. I want to be a rapper. I think I was like 17 or 18, and they was just like, oh, nah, you got to get yourself a real job. Like, it was that type of vibe. Killed my whole dream. So I was just like, man, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do now.
Yeah.
Because they was trying to push me to go to the Air Force at one point. But at that time, 9/11 just popped off.
Right.
I didn't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to rap. I wanted to do my own thing. And, after they killed my dream, I was just like, man, I'm going to just go on a spree. I'm going to get high. I do my thing.
I got my dream killed several. I wanted to be a boxer. And my dad was like, I paid all that money for them braces, and you gonna get into some shit, get that shit knocked out.
Get your teeth knocked out.
But like other people was like, yo, ain't even no boxing gym around here. What the fuck you want to box for? So my shit was killed for that. I wanted to be a football player. Nigga, you 5.5 feet tall. You want to be on it?
Yeah.
That was killed.
I tell you, anybody listening, follow your passion. Don't ever let anybody kill it, because you will sit here 10 years. I mean, if y'all can, you would have started when you were 17, or
It's
know what
hard,
I mean?
Joe.
It's hard, and that goes back with the family too. You know what I mean? Like family, just different. You feel like your family's your best friend, but sometimes they be like they be envious.
Yeah.
Or they don't see it for you, and because they don't see it for you, they push that that's not your path. But only you know your path.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And
Sorry to preach to y'all, but seriously.
Nah, you good. I feel like these parents need to step up too, because they're trying to push a certain lifestyle on their kids.
Go to
but
school.
Yeah,
be
all
like
that stuff.
me. And it's like, what? To be in school for, like, X talked about it. He was like, I knew I didn't want to go to school. I'm not saying that anything's wrong with going to school, but he was like, I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be a boxer. So I didn't have to go to school. So if you know what you want, your passion is whatever that is, to have your own business and stuff like that, you don't need schooling, I would say do what you want. Don't let your parents tell you have to go to school.
And another thing, I think the whole world got blindsided by the internet. They didn't think the internet was going to be like it is today. Because when I was in school, the internet was just dial-up. You remember dial-up?
Niggas was not waiting for that shit.
AOL took a minute to pop on. You be
Good
waiting
God,
for that
dial-up was
the
crazy.
second screen.
But
It's only on the third one. God damn.
Right.
like, shit, I'm going outside.
Right. And then with music, you had to kind of go to an A&R and get signed, and now you can go ahead and make a hit right here on this mic right now, and you can put yourself out there. So people didn't really know that life was gonna go this way. People getting hot off of Instagram and what'd you say?
Country songs.
Country songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint rock though.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean, he
dope
was
song.
smart as shit too. You think about it like that, he was smart as fuck.
He
Just
just
like
got
Kanye
lucky.
West doing Christianity right now.
Oh man.
Kanye West is a genius.
That nigga got lucky, and Kanye is a evil genius. I say that, a mad genius. I say
You're a
that.
Kanye fan, right?
I am a big Kanye
Die-hard
fan.
Kanye. Okay.
Kanye is he's a mad genius. Right? Reason why I say mad is because his brain a little soft in some spots.
I beg to differ.
I don't think so, man.
I think he's smart as a motherfucker.
I think he just hacked the system.
I think he too old to be that damn naive sometimes.
Nah, man.
I really think that he's the shit.
He's smart, yo.
Nah.
He hacked. Why are we talking about Kanye?
I don't know. Let's talk about Hove.
Nah, but I'm making the point. We talking about Kanye for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of college dropout and late registration and all that.
Nah, man. His Beyond College Dropout, Late Registration, My Beautiful Twisted Fantasy was hot. All of his albums was hot, yo. The Life of Pablo was hot. People didn't rock with what was it, Yeezus. People didn't rock with Yeezus because it was different.
Or the name, right?
Nah, they said it was different. He was weird, but
Yeezus had Bound on it.
Bound.
Yeah. Where he
What's
made a music video with Kim Kardashian topless in it.
I think that's My Beautiful Twisted Fantasy.
All right.
I think.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's a genius.
Nah. He's. I can't just
George
give him
Bush don't like
genius.
black people.
I give him magic. He's not even the same Kanye from that.
Yes, he is.
He grew from that. He grew from that.
He's
yeah.
the same Kanye.
He think he a god now. Not back then. He knew
We
that.
all are
he,
gods.
Yeah, but you can't tell that nigga that.
He's a god. I think that he says that we're all gods.
Yeah, it was one interview. He was like, I told you who I was, a god. He said, would you rather me say I'm a pimp, or would you rather me say I'm a nigga? Would you rather me say I'm a hustler? So I understand what he was saying like that. He was saying that this is the stereotype of black men, pimps, hustlers, and niggas. But if he say he a god, niggas is gonna go crazy.
Yeah. We're all gods. I'm a god.
I'm already hip, but it's the fact that he don't know how to say shit. He hanging around motherfuckers like Trump.
Shout out to Trump.
He hang around niggas like that.
Shout out to Trump. Shout out to Trump. And what else did
Even Jim Brown was like, "What the hell am I doing here?"
Because he's speaking the truth. He's telling black people need to learn their nationality. Y'all walking around here saying that y'all are African Americans and enslaving yourselves.
I feel like
speaks the truth.
I feel like we gotta go deep on this in another
Yeah,
episode
hell yeah.
cause this could
Kanye
go.
West is next.
Yeah, this could go somewhere else. We've been talking about Kanye about 5 minutes right now.
Yo, he speaks the truth. I promise you.
Hey, listen, fam. I think we're gonna end it on that note. Hey, listen, the whole thing is about ignorance is life threatening. I feel like ignorance is life threatening. They try to tell you that ignorance is bliss, which is bullshit. What you don't know will kill you.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
They always be like, what you don't know hold on.
Won't
hurt you.
Yeah.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you put in certain shit in your body and you don't know the effects of it, it'll kill you. If people don't know the effects of what they're watching and what they're listening, what they're listening to. It's getting in their psyche and it's making them act out and do certain things. Same thing with drugs. The same thing with, like I said, a lot of people don't understand the value of fatherhood. They think that guys is just supposed to sit back and play the background and just let shit pop.
No.
I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Structure. Structure.
Yeah, I mean, the man builds the foundation, the woman in the house.
We need more women like you.
Shout out to the psychic fan.
Yeah.
Sam the
No, I mean,
Psychedelic.
it took me a long time because I'm going to tell y'all where I came from. I was the Beyonce fan, diehard Beyonce fan. I was a feminist to this, like men. Like, we can do the same shit men do. Like, blah, blah, blah. I was a dime. But, like, reality hit, and I'm like, yo, we can F one dude and pop out a baby. Like, dudes can F 20, 30 women out here.
We can have 20 babies in
so it's like
20 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, slow
Quicker
down.
than that.
We're not equal. We're not equal. So it's like, slow down. Like, understand your position. You know what I mean? But don't get it twisted. We are the gods. We're the creators. Women can create life. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a respect thing on both ends. But I think that everybody needs to know their lane.
I personally don't believe when guys say women are gods. I feel like we all need each other, because if it wasn't for the shaft going into the canal and busting, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we can go get that and put that in the refrigerator.
but without us,
without you even knowing.
But without us, it's not even in the tube.
Y'all.
It's not even in the tube. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Hey,
How
fam.
many children you got out here?
Hey, fam. Hey, you have been listening to the Pure Black Dope Podcast with Taj AlexandHer, Webb Primo, and Sam the Psychedelic. Hey, fam, it's been a pleasure, and I commend you for staying with us this long. It's been fun. Hey, make sure y'all tune in next week. We'll have a treat for y'all. And I think we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.